All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm back with the webcam. Feeling much better than I was previous few days. And so, webcam's back. All right. So, what are we doing? We are continuing to finalize the textures for Byron here, or not Byron, for Lunathal. Good morning, Silent. Oh, thank you. I am feeling better. Definitely. Still a little sleepy, but that's about it. Okay, we need to fix this little bumpy right here. But yeah, so we're gonna finish up the texturing today. Then we'll move on to other stuff. Nothing a little coffee can't solve? Absolutely. Let's take a look at our list here. So we did the wing webbing, we did that. We did not optimize the joints, but we did make the beads. Now we need to finish texturing, so body texture and armor texture. And then we'll just be on to rigging. And face rigging. And then this shows to VR chat integration. Perfect. Going to be looking mostly lots of cleaning to do at home. Yeah, that's totally fine. I certainly appreciate you coming, but it's not a requirement. I don't want you to feel obligated in any way. Oh, but I do appreciate you coming by. Oh yeah, and then the neck. It's fascinating to watch. Good. Yeah, I really like. It's just funny to do something so much, and just as time goes on, you're like, I actually like this. I think it's kind of easy to what's the word? What's the way to put it? I don't know. It's just the more I do it, the more I like it. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, let's even the spacing out here, like that or so. Boom, boom, boom. Now these ones should be there's going to be some stretching here no matter what. Hmm. What if we do this? It's not much better. Our main goal is to just get rid of that little bump that appears. There is also the option to relax the you can never quite tell what it really wants to do. Hmm. All right, I think we'll try to just alleviate it with the texture itself. Hmm. All right. Kind of rainy outside today. It's nice. So yeah, we're going to first select just the face. I'm going to do some changes here. Right here. Hunting. I'm going to move these over. Just like that. We're going to see if that improves. We're going to go back to. Damn it. That's okay. It was quick. Should have been making the changes to this file. And then we'll take this section and just move it a little ways. All right, shift control R. Refresh. Of course, it's going to look funky because then we need to rebake. Yeah, much better. Crashed. uh, After re-importing my mesh and attempting to rebake the textures, it crashed. This is the second time it crashed doing the same thing. Just send bug errors to Adobe. All right, one more time. Save. Save. Painter. Then File. Re-import mesh. Save. I'm going to turn off this layer. And our blend fix layers, because those, no, they should work still. Well, we'll see. Why is it crashing? It's got to be these layers here, my blend fix layers and the mesh map layers. So we'll turn those off in this one because they reference the textures directly. And then we'll try baking. Baking visualization, turn off. Oh, let's make sure the hair is not baking too. That may have been affecting it. No, pretty sure that is. So there's nothing for it to bake for the hair. Oh, baby. And it crashed again. Okay. What the fuck? Why is it crashing? I'm not missing anything. Here. All right. Do not bake the hair. Do not even show me these other materials. Save. Do not bake thickness. Zooming out, I don't see anything that's wrong. This is where. Oh, it made it. It made it through. It actually, OBS looked glitched out at that moment too, so something is definitely odd about that. Well, we made it through. That's funny. I don't know what that was, but we did it. Okay, and now we fixed the little chin. By the hairs of our chinny chin chin. So we'll want to go to mesh map here and swap it out for the updated body textures. And make sure we remove them from here, normal, ambient occlusion. Right. Then we add them. Okay. There we go. Save. Just waiting for it to load. All right. Oh, why did I hit save again? It takes so long. Now, turn on this one. Bada bing, bada boom. We're back where we started, but with the fix. Nothing else looks busted. Whew, did it. All right. You can turn on the other materials too. Okay, so for the texturing. Actually, before I do that, just gonna go here onto the painting version. We're going to remove this. Actually, before I do that, I want to see it with this view. All right, so that shouldn't affect the UV map at all. Just good, but removing these will create much nicer bends. Yeah. Well, definitely in the elbow. No, that should work the same for that one. All right. Save, file, export, fbooks, replace the body. Subspace v2. Return here, shift control R. Bada boom. Looks the same, but will bend better. Looks the same, but will bend better. All right. So now we can take that off our list. Now we're just looking at just the body texture and the tasks we have left for that. There are horn grooves, gem material, mouth materials, um, wing texture. I think that's about it for the body. Eyeballs good. Scales came out so nice. So good. All right. So let's get the grooves done on these horns. Feel the horns. We have our grooves. And wait, where'd they go? Wait. What? Huh? Why isn't that visible? Oh, I see it on this one. Why don't I see it on the upper horn? Nothing else should be overriding it. Um, that's fine. It's just not appearing. Why? Did one of these get messed up? Well, I guess we'll redo them. That's okay with me because this arrow a lot better anyway. So delete. Let's just take this first one. We'll set it. We'll actually delete it completely. Fill. None. Planar. Arrow. This one. Shrink it down. Grab the snap to. Stick it right there. What? I don't. Okay. I'm very confused. It appears on that one, but not this one. Something is wrong with this, or at least it's not behaving as it was yesterday. But we can get it to work. So we're just going to ignore that. Cry about it later. But now we've got these really nice grooves. The kind of shape and line we initially wanted, but we're struggling to get. That. Oh, yeah. Nice. Set it to linear dodge, duplicate it. Oh, save it. All right. Now we've got them to work with. So 1, 2, there's 3 sections up here. Perfect. And this other one kind of intersects with the base. Well, I like it here. No matter what, it's going to get a little funky on the sides. Okay. And then this should be the last one. Nice. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now there is one more. And it is actually part of this. So we're going to duplicate this one here. I'm just going to get the base grooves of it. Right. And then we need a paint. And it's basically this whole little, actually, we can just here and basically do that. Gets a little funky towards the end. So we'll go ahead and clean it up. Oh, Lord. I need to put a filter on this and blur. A 0.1. 0.5. Nope. 0.2. 0.3. 0.15. Something right around there. I don't care. Blur's a little too much. All right. Now we can start separating out the different materials that are on the horn. Mostly just different colors. If you stop clicking save, it just takes a million years for it to figure out what it wants to do. 1 million years. Now, I actually realized that one thing we can do that will really help the believability of the horn is to give it a nicer groove at its base. So that's way too much, but something like that. So we'll go much smaller. Yeah. All right. So now we've done the grooves. We'll go ahead and begin to hoist out these template folders for the various colors of the horn. So we'll say horn A. Horn A. All right. And this will be interesting. Now we paint. So we'll start just by selecting a large chunk and then refining it. Rather not fill everything in by hand. And just do a little bit of this. I think all of the horns are a little metallic, just enough to give it a nice quality sheen. Sheen. Then this is the base color already. So we need one more of these. We're in a B, and we can leave it up there. So it's black mask. Go to the fill layer. Select the metallic or the color. And paint it in. No, I just thought of something that might help this. Okay, I'm going to go to the grooves. We're going to take our arrow here and delete it, or no, we'll just hide it. We're going to duplicate it, and instead of using the arrow, we're going to use a line. I guess we'll use so these, one really thin width. And why do that? Because what we can do is project just the line. And I realized I hit the wrong one. Should have been that one, but that's okay. Project it like this. That should, yeah, perfect. get rid of the ugly bumps, or at least mitigate it. Mitigate the bumps. Let's see, compare. Yeah. Just it distends. This one should be relatively stable. It's not perfect. It is better, but it's still, no matter what, just because of the topology itself, we're going to get a little bit of that. Something I might be able to fix in Blender, though, after we finish the texture. All right. Perfect. What? And lastly, horn C. Is it? Actually, it looks like it's the same color, so we don't need this one. We just need to continue this one upwards. Bada boom. Perfect. Alrighty then. So now we've created the segments for the horn. Looking pretty good. Well, they don't look quite right. What's going on? I am missing one segment. I'm missing one. So go to the grooves, grab our line, duplicate it, just move it down. There should be another one. Right about here. Oh, perfect. That actually is perfect. If I do this, I'm going to take the hardness, turn that all the way up. That's pretty much perfect. Though So we're switching back to objects. Move it right about there. Duplicate it. Move it along its own axis. It's right about here. Then rotate. And there. Yeah. Rotate. Then move out. Pretty close, pretty close. Maybe a little bit like that. I want it to come up this side. Which may not be entirely possible. So we'll delete that one, take this one, move it in a little bit, and rotate it. Like that. Okay. Duplicate. Rotate. I might as well just use the same line. All right. Bring it in. Wish I could just warp that a little bit. If I make a paint here, set it to pass through, then I can do paint. Interesting. I could actually move it into a point, but it gets pretty distorted. It blurs too much. But it is good to know. All right, so then we'll take this one. We're going to switch it to arrow. All right, so for this one, there we go. That's what was off. I grabbed the wrong color. So this should be horn C. I'll duplicate this one. Horn B. So we'll sample that color and fill it. This. Wish you could change your focus on the view. So as you orbited, stayed a little bit more focused because sometimes you get pulled really far away. All right, that looks pretty cool. Saving. Ah. Now what I want to do is get some shadows here. So do that by going to we're going to add a shadow layer here. Shadow layer. And we're going to give it a little bit more. So duplicate that and just move it straight down. Perfect. Perfect. And then all we need is a paint layer. We're going to go in here. I want to turn on the wireframe. And we'll go ahead, set it to UV texture. Boom. So that'll help it pop. All right. Excuse me. So we got the horn grooves. Sort of. We're missing one, which is on the eyebrow. Sometimes it's really hard to tell which way it's facing. For some reason, it really does not want to project onto the left side. I don't know what's up with that. It's so funny. And take a look at the breath. More just like vertical lines. Maybe we'll just switch it to. All right, save. Now we're done with the grooves. I want to focus on the gem material, which not much to do for it. It's pretty much done. I think at most we'll just give it a little bit of shadow on the side. So we'll go to find those gems. And yeah, I think we'll take the bevel shadow template, just drop it in there. We'll be adjusting the color. Maybe we'll do like a darker saturated color. So right there. Bevel. Ooh, a little bit of height. Make a huge difference. That. Oh, interesting. To make it look like it's double faceted. I like that. All right. Dope. Cool. We'll leave it at that. Onto the mouth. Painting time. Happy Tuesday. Same to you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Indeed, our boy's coming along well. Got most of them painted already. Let's see, did I have them up here? Yeah. But we're just doing those final little details. Make it nice and crunchy. Excuse me. Thank you. I'm very pleased with how he's coming out. Not too much more to do and we'll be finalized. Just one step at a time. In fact, let's look at the reference really quick for his mouth. Oh. So it's very kind of a red gray. I'm going to make the tongue look quite so charcoaly as the reference. But there are a few things to add. First is in the mouth, we'll make it we have the mouth interior in here. This, it's pretty glossy, but we will want to add a mouth shadow. Yeah, which will be black, no roughness with high paint occlusion. Add a fill with a gradient to start it off. Basically, we want to put it there. Oh, no repeat. Right about there, so. Because the back of the throat should be black. Oh, interesting. Just really shouldn't see any further into the mouth. Right about there. Nice. Huh, it's a little. There we go. All right. And then I would also like one for our twofers right here. So just at their base, we'll have a little bit less than we've got here. But definitely a little bit of shadow on them would be good. And lastly, one for the tongue itself. All right. Nice. I do want to make the tongue more red, and the teeth have a little bit of texture on them. Let's wait for it to load. Oh, Oaks, are the wings going to have any action? Yes. So, a few things we'll be adding to them. Should be able to kind of position them with your hands. And then, yeah, that'll pretty much be the main thing. But it should be pretty fun to do. And then, like, maybe a folded slash unfolded positioning. Oh, I forgot to do the grooves on the chin or sideburns. tongue, we'll make much more red rather than pinkish. It looks good though. I like the soft gradient. And we should give it a little bit of bumpiness, boompiness. Just a little. We don't need a lot. But actually, I'm going to set this to triplanar. Just so it's a little more even. It was kind of bunching up on the tongue. I want that at all. Perfect. All right, that's probably about it for the mouth for now. Let's go back to the grooves for the horns. A little bit more to do for that. Oh, I hit save. Saving takes forever. So they'll each have 2 grooves. Like that. Perfect. And just one for this last one. What is that? Why is that still happening? Gotcha. It's because I didn't replace this. All right. So sideburn grooves, done. Mouth materials, done. Now we want to do the wing texture. This one's going to be pretty easy. Pretty easy. So let's save. We did make a decent amount of changes there. Then all we do is we drop one on top, color only for the gradient. And that's exactly what we add, a fill. A mask with a fill. In that fill is a gradient. Fill. How many times can I say gradient? Awesome. Really brought it all together, huh? Tongue might be a little bit too red. Look at that. Just, it's pretty intense. Church. Oh, kind of a little desaturated. Same with the mouth. Actually, the mouth should be darker too. So I want the tongue to pop. All right, save again. And then we're going to export these and look at them in Unity. Yay. Man, a lot of emergency vehicles outside lately. All right, so we did this, exported. Now we want to go to Blender and take all this stuff. I'm going to take the Lunathal armor, select hierarchy, select objects, move it over a little bit. And we're going to save this on top of the Lunathal original. Because most likely, at least for the body, we won't be making any more changes. Most likely. In fact, I'm just going to export the body right now. Because. Just because. No reason. No other reason. Just because I feel like it. Then we want to go to our textures, file, export textures, just the body and the, well, just the body for now. Boom. Save. Return here. Boom. Then go to the wing. Oh, we have to delete all these because I accidentally exported the other stuff in there. Then we could do file, export texture, select only wings. Go to the wings folder. I'm going to make a new output template. From this. So duplicate, and I'm just going to call it Unity Poyomi base color. I'm literally going to remove everything but the Albeta. And then Unity Poyomi base color for the wings, because we only need the texture for this. There's nothing else we need from this. And then select the wings. Oh. All right, so looks pretty good. I think we could add perhaps a little bit of glossiness. Not that much. Maybe right around there. Yeah. Oh, but I do want the clear coat. If I go to the body, I can copy this, go to the wings, and paste it. That'll save me some time. It should give it that kind of glossiness that I enjoy. Now, one thing we can definitely add is some ambient occlusion. Just a soft little gradient where it touches the edge of the wings. And that would add a lot. And then that's pretty much all we need. I want to keep them a little simple because it would be very easy to get overly complicated with them. And they may change once we get to rigging. Hopefully not, but it's possible. All right, sorry, get distracted. All right. Dang, he looks good. Look at that. The boy. That's boy. Oh, this does not look good though. What is happening there? Joker Junior 5095. You're making an avatar, right? Yes, I am. I'm working on creating a client's avatar or a client's OC into an avatar. Right now, we're wondering why the butt's broken. So there's a lot of geometry here. Interesting. But yeah, I make avatars on stream. That's what I do as my day job, my only job. Yeah. If you ever have any open slots, if you don't mind, make me an avatar. I'd pay good. Okay, heck yeah. Well, if you are definitely interested, then we'll point you to my website right here. Go ahead and check that out. So I have a commission form that would go over like things you might be interested in, what things cost, general process, and stuff like that. But feel free to ask any questions here. I appreciate your interest. Thank you so much. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut the triangles. Oops. Like this. And this should prevent that stretching we're seeing. But it doesn't necessarily mean. Yeah, I think I'm in a good spot for what I offer. There's something around there. And let's export again. Do you have an OC that you're looking to get made? There we go. Okay, much better. Still a little bit of oddities here. Should look like this. Looks more like that. So I think we're just missing turning this one into a triangle. Here. Odd. Don't like how this is coming out here. I think we're going to redo this leg. The old leggy. Well, the map is fine. All right, let's export it again. As long as it looks okay. That's what matters. Okay, so I straightened out the line. I want to double check a little bit further into the thigh. And okay, just turning these into J's. There we go. File, export, fmooks. Nice. Okay, that looks a lot cleaner. Me gusta. All right. Oh, one thing I haven't done yet is added shadow to these. And I don't think they even have the claw material. Okay, so we need to fix the spikes, tail spikes. And let's go ahead, do that, save. All right, back to the painter. Interesting. Oh, I see. The lizard skin material I have added to the tail. That's why it looks a little bit different there. So we'll go ahead and do that. Boom. Perfect. And then for the claws, I just want to confirm if they are part of it. I guess they are. Okay. So then our claw shadow will want to. Saving in Substance Painter takes so long. Ah. Ah. Just the more I add to this project, the slower it starts saving. Just so funny. Oh, I also wanted to give the claws texture. So they have little grooves on them. And the teeth. Okay, so let's figure that out. Because they shouldn't be quite so, they should have a little bit of like texture. So they feel claw-like. All right, so now we've got this. Duplicate that. Find our tail spikes, which are all at the bottom here. Which I thought how I have it set up, it should be pretty easy to add. Just do that. That. Now I do need to figure out what this is, though. This little. Oh, I know what it is. It's the spots here. Okay. Fix that in a second. Duplicate or rotate. Get that all lined up. Oh. Oh. But yeah, for my commission, so I've been thinking about it, and what I will be adding to future commissions is the ability to have a animation ready rig, because I do a lot of all my rigging in Blender, and just my process makes it pretty easy to make an animatable version of the avatar. It still takes some extra effort, but that is something I will be adding to my options. A little hard to see my spikes. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks much better. But boom. Nice. I think if we got a little bit of shadow here too, that would work. So go ahead. Where do I add that? That one is a little specific. I think I'll need to make its own layer to do that properly. We're going to add a template. Let's just give it a shot first. So if we go to shadows here, we have our gradients that we've created. I'm going to duplicate this one. We're going to move it to the ear, which is right here. And I'll set it to be just a traditional gradient. Put it right about here, so. Okay. And then we do need to make a paint layer to just get rid of this excess. Right, so this is paint orange shadow. I need another paint layer for the ear mask. Be specific these things, but we want to make sure it's on multiply rather than normal. Otherwise it gets funky. Or otherwise it'll overwrite the other shadows, which isn't what we want. We just want to contain this one. All right. There we go. Now we've got a nice little shadow in the ear. Perfect. Next are the sideburn horns. Right over here. Maybe a little too long. There. This is why it takes so long UV mapping, is because it just makes it a lot easier to add these things later. Otherwise, they will be imprecise and very difficult to paint. This way, it's actually quite easy. Nice. Nice. Mm-hmm. All right, what's next? Tail spikes we fixed. We did the, oh, now we'll want to add texture to the claws and teeth. So we'll start with the claws though. So I'm going to go here. We're going to add a new template. And I'll call this claw grooves. Yeah. It's really a specific word for the kind of grooves that are on a claw. Claw anatomy. So grooves on a claw. Claw, also called a talon. Doesn't really say. I know that must be a thing. Anyway, that is definitely me farting around. So we're going to go here. All we really want, we're going to use a bright red to really identify it, but we really just want height. Maybe a little bit of shadow, the height mostly. And we're going to add a fill. And in this fill, we're going to use, I think we're going to use anisotropic. This anisotropic noise. So right now this should really only be affecting the claws, which it is. We can see it. We can see it. Almost all of them are already vertical, so this will actually work out super easily. Just need it to be that. Let's just double check all of them. Yeah, perfect. They're all vertical already for the most part. Nice, easy. Okay. So we're going to tile it 3 times just to give it a little more groove. We want it to be a little bit smoother than this. So let's add on top a blur, just 0.25. And then what we really would like to do is not have it affect the tip of the talon. So we need to go through all of these and now add a little gradient to the tip. Just the tip. Lord. Huh. Why? Oh, because I need to turn this off. Perfect. So like this. Let's see where this one is. Should be like this. We'll want the contrast up. And basically, we just want to make sure that it doesn't go to the tip. So which one is this? It's on the hand. Or maybe not. It's on this one. Perfect. Okay. That looks pretty good. Awesome. So let's duplicate it. And then for these ones, we can actually use a... No, we still need to do it one at a time. Otherwise, it'll get odd. That was a little tricky. I'll have to go and paint out that little tip for a few of these. Let's take a look. Kind of looks like a candy cane right now, which is kind of cool. Christmas themed. Probably do both of these at once. Even all four of these. What is that? Is that the wing? No, that must be. Yeah, it is the wing. I'm going to do all these ones together because they're the same length. Another little tip. Do on its own. Which must be what, this one? Yeah. All right. Bam. We'll push it that way. Maybe even just drop it down like that. Balance this way. And voila. Get those nice grooves that we're looking for. Groovy. And lastly, this one. I believe it's that one there. That should be all of them. Okay. Perfect. Now we just need to add a paint layer. And we're going to go in here and just manually remove the tips of these so that that one may not be working properly. Like that. This one is odd. Nice, nice. Oh, those all look awesome. Okay, let's get rid of the red so it doesn't look like candy cane. Just go black, maybe a little yellowish. Here, so something like that. It's a little too yellow. Just something to kind of make it feel like a claw. All right. Dope. Then for the height, let's go the other way. Pop it out. I like the inward. And then lastly, for the claws, we have the claw shadow. I want that to be above. Yeah. Nice. Maybe a little bit more grooviness. Say 6. Some slightly smaller grooves. Nice. Save. We also need nose shadow. And horn ornate design. There's like a little motif along the horn, so we definitely want to make sure that's in there. And that should be the last thing for the body. But I would like to go ahead and take a look at inside of Unity. File, export textures, body to the body folder. Nice. Oh, missed one. So we need to adjust it there on the tail spikes for these. Duplicate. Oh, let's save. It just takes so long. And we'll just bring it down right here. So for these ones, since they're set up in such a way, we can actually use this gradient and invert it. That should give us what we want. Yeah, pretty good. Nice. All right, what do we add to our list? Oh, looks really good. Oh, one thing. One more thing. Neck grooves. So there should be some line segmentation along the neck. So we need that there. This never works out very well with that tool, does it? Nice little crevice. looks good. Nose shadow. Check. Now, there is a little motif along the horn metal here. So we're going to go to the horn and add a new template called motif. And it'll just be color, height. These ones. Lower the height. Go to the motif, add a fill. In that fill, we're going to add one of these little designs, I think. Oh, it's in the horn, but it should actually be in the metal. There we go. Something like that. It's kind of cool. That looks a little bit more fitting though. So we'll do one here. And one over here. But let's add a paint in between. And what? Why isn't it? Oh, it's because I'm on the eraser. Yeah, I knew that. There. Then we bring this one in. So I should put it below the paint. No, we need it above for sure. So we have to move this one to the right spot. There-ish. Make sure they match up on the back. Close enough. There. Then we add another paint. Oh, but how do we do this properly? I would need to just duplicate the motif. Gotcha. Okay. So delete that. Take this, duplicate it. Take the fill. Do a little bit of that. Delete the paint. And about there. Now the paint back. It's a little. Why is this difficult? It shouldn't be as difficult as this. I'm going to restart. Well, I'm going to go back to 1. Delete that. Keep the fill. Or look at this one fill. swap it to something a little bit fitting. All right, this one should work really well. Do that. Add the paint. Duplicate. Add the paint. Voila. And we can go to these. Can I adjust them both at the same time? No. But we want the height to be maybe 1. -1. All right, so now we have a nice little emblem there. Switch to the 4K. Actually, I'll just export it so we can take a look at it inside of Unity, where everything is targeted to 4K. Oh. I'm gonna paint those too. All right, got a nice little ornate thing there. I'm going to turn up the metallic a little bit more. It just blends in a little bit too much with the horn. All right, very nice. Very, very nice. Neck grooves. Also, painting out the lines right here. Boop. Boop. Smaller scale shadows, paint. Da, da, da. Up there. Do, 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 do. All right, nice. So, neck grooves. So, one set of grooves is just on these kind of tendons on the side, and the other one is on the neck. They are not the same. So, we'll start with the smaller ones, which utilize this here. First step is to just tweak the setup here, because it did get changed a while back. Just want to fill in these little spots. Bada boom. And then in here, add template folder for the tendon grooves, and then add color, height, roughness, a little bit AO. And then what? Then we want to excuse me. Take some sort of repeating pattern and paste it along here. Okay. So fill. Let's try the arrow first. This arrow width. But let's keep the repeat on. Grab it, shrink it. Until we get something like that. Which is pretty much precisely what we're looking for. Now we just want to make sure that we add a select everything. Set it to multiply, then reveal this section once again. Hard to see. All right. Voila. Now we've got those grooves. Then we need, again, similar thing, but along the larger section of the neck. So we'll go to the correct layer for that, which is these large scales. Drop in a template and call it neck grooves. Bada boom, height. Just color and height for now. Black, roughness, low, AO, a little bit. And low height. Then we'll have a fill. In the fill, we're going to add just a line. We'll do this one. Number 1, 0, then width. And then take it. A little more width. I may switch it to a plane of view. But that works really nice. So something like that. A little more rotation. No, okay. Let's definitely switch it to a planar view. We have the right idea, but planar will work a little nicer. So fine. This one, just one. Very thin width, no bend. And then UV projection plane. Move it over here. Rotate it. Just right there, so shrink it this way. It, like that. Move it down. Voila. Okay. And now we just want to limit it to just this section. So we go in, we add a paint. In the paint, we select everything. Then we set this to multiply. Subtract. Perfect. And then we go to the neck, swap and just paint in what we want, which is this here. We don't want all of it, just want that section right about there. Oh, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. All right. Neck groove step. Save. In the future, what I might have done instead is create a gradient and then have a little gradient doing the same thing, because then I could export it as an anchor point, create the line from it, and then also create a little bit of indentation nicely. But I think this is perfect. But that is for future projects. So now, File, Export Textures. All right. What? Never seen that before. Those are going precisely the wrong way. That must mean what? Why would it be doing that? Okay, so it's something in substance when I bake it. So I would guess that the position of the lines is off. Maybe if we do this. So that's basically what's happening. So it's doing that. I want it to do this. And that's what was happening with the horns earlier, where it was on the opposite side now. That's incredibly odd. That's something we can fix. Also, they're just faintly showing up. Oh no, that's body. We go to reflections of the specular. We open it up again. Open this up again. Okay, confirm merge. All right. And then we want to go to the model. All right. Also, the texture. It's a little faint right here. Is that from my paint? No, it's coming in very completely there, so it must be this way. All right, so first export these textures. It's so odd. I don't really have any, because I've never experienced that before, where which side the projectors are on influences how the projections map. That is new, so I'm guessing that's something with the latest update. All right. We're looking good. We are looking good. All right. It is noon. For those of you who are new, I do take a lunch, so I'm going to go ahead and go get lunch. No workout today because I'm still recovering from being sick. Usually I work out too, but won't happen today. But I will be back in about an hour. I won't be taking as long a break as I usually do, so I should be back around 1 p.m. my time, and we'll continue. So I think we're pretty much done with the body texture. Next, we'll be moving on to the finishing up the armor, which should go pretty quick. And then it's rigging time. So we'll be making our boy move, which is very exciting. And we're kind of entering the final chunk of work, which I expect to probably finish tomorrow or Thursday at the latest, but definitely within this next few days. Anyway, Silex, see you soon. Joker, thank you for your interest. Hope to continue our conversation sometime soon. Oaks, I hope you're having a fantastic morning, and I'll see you all very soon. Enjoy your day in the meantime. See you soon, y'all. Bye.